our channel, The Learning Gen X. Today we're going to be doing maths. Kind of boring, but actually it ain't. Once you do know how to do all the questions, you'll really enjoy it. We're going to be doing class 7 NCERT questions for comparing quantities. Exercise 8.2. So let's get right into it. So the first question states, convert the given fractional number to percents. Now, these are fractional values. Whenever you see this dash sign, that means they are in fractions. Fractions can be converted into decimals, ratios, and many more things. Now what we have to do, we have to convert them into percents. Now see, this is a mantra. Let's say 1 equals to 100%. You're gonna require this everywhere. So following this, we'll have to write this down, that 1 upon 8 into, because we'll be multiplying this. You see, 1 upon 8 into 100. So, and if obviously if it's getting multiplied on the upside, we'll also have to multiply it on the denominator side. Numerator and denominator both get multiplied to it, but I'll be doing this in a different manner. 100%. Then we'll be noting this down here. 100. I am doing this in a different way. 8%. I multiplied just a 1 by 100 and not the 8. And then simply, what do you think the answer is? Of course, what is 100 divided by 8? Yes, 12.5%. This the same way you're going to be doing all the questions for question number 1. I'll be giving you the answers because I've already solved them. So the next question, let's have a look. Yeah, 5 upon 4. So 5 upon 4 into 100, 504, that's going to be 125%. So let's just note that down to, and that's gonna be so for that I'll be just using my brain, and that's 125%. Yes, 125%. Now the next question, these are the parts. Remember, this is part number B, and this is gonna be C. For C, the answer is, let's have a question. Let's have the question. 3 upon 40. 3 upon 40. Right. So 3 upon 40. Again, the same way. 300 upon 40. 30 upon 4. And that's this question. I'm going to show you how to do this one. Because the same thing, the same mantra we are going to follow, but in a different manner. We'll have to simplify. I'll show you how. 300. When you learn this much, you can skip this because this is not that important, but it's good if you write it down. It's very good for your own understanding. Then we're going to write this 30 upon 4. How did I do that? Well, I cut this 0 off and I cut this 0 off. I actually divided them, let's say. And similarly, we get 30 upon 4. Yup, you get it right. If you subscribe us, you'll get it always right. So 7.5%. That's the answer to C.
Hello everyone, welcome back. So I am Gaudisha and today we'll be solving the question number 2. So the question number 2 is convert the given decimal fractions to percents. So I suppose you all know what are decimals and percents also. So let's head into it. The main mantra 1 equal to 100%. So the first question is 0.65, convert 0.65 to percents. So first we'll convert this into fractions. So 0.65 will be 65 upon 100. Then we'll multiply this value by 100 as a fraction is percent is nothing but a fraction with the denominator 100. So we'll get 65%. So now let's head into the second question. The second question is 2.1. So 2.1 in fractions would be 21 upon 10. Then we'll multiply this value by 100, and by multiplying it by 100, we'll cancel this 0 and this 0. So we'll get 210%. This is how you'll solve this second question. So let me tell you the answers of part C and D. So part C's answer would be 2%. And part B, which the question is 12.35, the answer would be 1,235%.
So I am here again. So question number 3 says estimate what part of the figure is colored and hence find percent which is colored. So now what you see here, they are asking us, we know fractions, colored and uncolored portions, and they're telling us to get them into percent, which should be very easy depending on the first two questions and many more questions. So this is first part. So we can interpret that according to this. You can't divide them into smaller pieces. So this is going to be the second part, the third, and if you count them, that's going to be four. So this is the mantra, guys. 1 equals to 100%. So the first line we are going to be writing is it is represented by a fraction equals to 1/4 because it represents a fraction 1/4 because this is representing a fraction 1/4. Similarly, for the next questions, and we see 1/4 and the mantra again 1 into 100. We're not multiplying this one. We'll have to do excess work. Why do excess work if you can short down? Maths is all about shorting down and finding new things. 1 into 100 is 100/4, and that's what how much? 25%. Similarly, the second question is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll let you count. 1, 2, 3. This is the colored part, and this is the uncolored part. So if we see here, it is represented by a fraction 3/5. Yes, it is represented by a fraction 3/5, or it represents a fraction 3/5, the figure. Now the mantra again comes in handy. 100 we multiplied by 3/5. We can either multiply it by 500. That would do a lot of help. The answer would be same, but it does not matter. Let's do it with the denominator, because 100/100 is just gonna get us more work. We can also do 100/100, mind that. And the answer is 60%. Now the
So, hello everyone, I am back. Iman did not explain the third part of the question number three as he thought he left it on you guys. Comment down the answers. By the way, the answer given by Imad is 37.5%. So, let's head back to the question number four. So, the question number four's A part states 15% of 250. So, in this, we need to find what is the 15% of 250. For that, first we'll convert 15% into fractions, which will be 15 upon 100. Then we'll multiply this by 250, which will be 37.5. So we can say the 15% of 250 is 37.5. Let's go to the question number B. So the question number B is 1% of 1 hour. Some of you might find this a little tricky. So let me explain it to you. So 1 hour has 60 minutes and each minute has 60 seconds. So we'll first convert 1% into fractions, which will be 1 by 100. Then we'll multiply this 1 by 100 by 60 multiplied by 60. You might wonder why we did that, because 1 hour has 60 minutes and each minute has 60 seconds. So we do that and we get 1 upon 100 multiplied by 3600, which will be 36 seconds. So we know that 1% of R is 30.
मैंने आपको नहीं बताया था आंसर, तो ये लो आप आंसर देख लो. ये क्वेश्चन नंबर 3 का सी का आंसर है. आपने आई थिंक अभी तक आंसर टाइप कर ही दिया होगा. सो ये रहा आंसर 37.5%. गौरीश ने आपको बता भी दिया था. अब हम बात करते हैं क्वेश्चन नंबर 5 की. सो क्वेश्चन नंबर 5 थोड़ा ट्रिकी होने वाला है क्योंकि इसमें एल्जेब्रा का यूज होगा थोड़ा बहुत. अब देखो, हमारा क्वेश्चन है, पहला क्वेश्चन है हमारा, find the whole quantity if 5% of it is 600. अब ये निकालने के लिए हमें थोड़ी सी अनगिवन वैल्यूज का यूज करना पड़ेगा. सो हम यहाँ लिखेंगे लेट्स टेक whole quantity to be to be x, यहाँ x की कोई वैल्यू नहीं है, x बस हमने लिया है। अब हम इसी को क्वेश्चन में जो दिया गया है, मंत्र आपको याद ही होगा, मैं वापस नहीं लिखूंगा, याद रखना चाहिए आपको, कितनी बार दिखाया मैंने आपको। सो 5%, तो ये क्या लिखेंगे हम आपको, चलो मैं 5 सेकेंड्स देता हूँ, सोचो। 5 4 3 2 1, सोच ही लिया होगा अभी तक। अगर आपने ये लिखा है तो आप करेक्ट हो, आप लोग सीख रहे हो, तो आपको सब्सक्राइब कर लेना चाहिए। और ये मैं जो ब्रैकेट में डाल देता हूँ यहाँ एक एक्स को, ताकि आपको समझ आ जाए कि कौन सा एक्स है। ये जो हमने लिया है एक्स होल क्वांटिटी वाला, ये वो एक्स है। 600, 5/100 इंटू एक्स जब होगा तभी तो 600 आएगा ना, तो हमें एक्स की वैल्यू निकालनी पड़ेगी एंड में। एक्स की वैल्यू मुझे अभी से पता है क्या है, क्योंकि मैं बहुत जल्दी कैलकुलेट कर लेता हूँ। और अगर आपको भी बहुत जल्दी कैलकुलेट करना है और ट्रिक्स सीखनी है बहुत सारी, तो गाइज आपको भी जल्दी से सब्सक्राइब कर लेना चाहिए। तो ये एक्स आपको पता है कौन सा वाला है, ये मल्टीप्लिकेशन वाला एक्स को मैं ये समझ लो कि आप ये वाला एक्स नहीं है, ये वाला एक्स नहीं आएगा। जो मल्टीप्लिकेशन वाला एक्स नहीं आ रहा, मैं जो हमने लिया है क्वांटिटी में उसको कैपिटल कर देता हूँ आप लोगों के लिए। 600 × 100/5, आपको पता है मैंने इसको उल्टा कर दिया। अब सिमिलरली x इक्वल्स टू, आपने देखा है हमने यहाँ क्या किया, बस इसको बस हम एग्जीक्यूट करना है। ये देखो, ये 1 2 3 4, तो कितने जीरोस आएंगे? जी हाँ, 1 2 3 4 5। अब इसको डिवाइड करना बहुत इजी है, क्योंकि 60,000 डिवाइड बाई 5 होगा हमारा 12,000। यस, 12,000 इज आवर आंसर फॉर क्वेश्चन नंबर 5 पार्ट ए। अब पार्ट बी में भी आपको एक्सप्लेन करूंगा, और पार्ट सी और डी का मैं आपको आंसर दूंगा, और आपको खुद बताना है कि मैंने ये कैसे किया कमेंट्स में, ठीक है? सो अभी हम वापस लेंगे, लेट्स टेक होल क्वांटिटी। उनको क्वेश्चन भी दिखा देता हूँ, क्योंकि 12% ऑफ इट इज 1080 रुपीज। देख रहे हैं आप? क्वेश्चन को एक और बार पढ़ लीजिए, क्योंकि जितनी बार क्वेश्चन को पढ़ेंगे उतनी अच्छे से आपके दिमाग में बैठ जाएगा। बस बस बस, ठीक है। अब इसी क्वेश्चन को हम जरा एग्जीक्यूट करें तो, होल क्वांटिटी बी टू, लेट्स टेक द होल क्वांटिटी टू बी x, to be x. Easy. Now we're just gonna note whatever we have noted down till now. 12/100 into, again I'm taking this for your reference, equals to 1080. Now we are again gonna, I'm taking this multiple, I'm taking this in large values just because of you, into 100/12. Now the same thing again, x equals to 90 into 100. Now what is this? Now what I did here, I'm just going to explain it to you. 1080, I multiplied the same by 100/12. Then I divided them. I divided 12 by 1080. And I got the answer as 90. And then I'm writing this down. X equals to rupees RS. Please note down the signs because they are quite important. And you can also lose most of your marks because of them. Now this was B. Now I'll just gonna be writing this answer to C and D. Let's have a question. Let's have the question. Same for the E part. 40% of it is 500 kilometer. Okay. So what we are going to be doing in this part is pretty clear to us. I'm just going to be writing one sentence, and you will notice me that I'll be writing the whole answer to this. 400 into is x equals to 500. So 500 will be transposed, it will be 100/40, 500 into 10/4, that will be 500 to 2.5, and the answer is gonna be 1250. Again guys, subscribe to us so you can calculate these things so fast. I did it like in a second or two, and the answer is 1250 kilometer to this. You see, these signs are very important. RS, these are very important. You can lose marks for them. I must repeat. 70% of it is 14 minutes. I did not even note down that we'll take X as, because we already know this. So let's do the same for D, shall we? D, 70% of it is 14 minutes. Now, this question will be very easy. I don't even have to note down anything except the same thing, 70 upon 100 into x equals to 14. I'm just going to read out the steps aloud so that you know and I also understand. Now we'll be transposing the x to the x side, so it'll be x equals to 14 into 100 upon 70. That'll be x equals to 14 into 2 and 10 upon 17. 17 into 4 is going to be 2. 10 into 2 is 20 minutes. Yes. So the answer is 20 minutes. I again calculated this very fast because I have practiced these questions many times. 8% of it is 40 liters, and practice makes a man perfect, as we know. I've practiced these kind of questions many times. And guys, you also should practice all the questions you see, exemplars and books questions. These are very helpful. So 8% of it is 40 liters. Again, for this we're going to be writing the whole quantity thing, but I'll not be noting down that. And for this question I'll be noting down nothing except one thing. So it will be 800 8 upon 100 into x equals to 40. 40 will come this side. 800 upon 100 will be the denominator to the numerator, numerator to the denominator. 40 into 100 upon 8. 40 into 12.5. That's going to be 500 liters. I literally wrote nothing, just the answer is here, and I calculated that mentally. So, round of applause for me. And guys, you should also be able to do it like this. So let's get the answer to question number 6 with explanation with Gorisha.
Welcome back. So now I'll be explaining question number 6. तो question number 6 में है हमें percents को decimals में convert करना है and then उन decimals को fractions में simplest form में convert करना है. So let's start. So the first question is 25%. So 25% in decimals will be 0.25. And when 0.25 is, when we convert it into fractions, will be 25 upon 100. And then if we later divide it, it will get 1 by 4. So the simplest form will be 1 by 4. And in 25% in decimals will be 0.25. Now the second question is 150%. So 150% is nothing but 1 whole and 50%. So we'll write it as 1.50. Now 1.50 in fractions will be 150 upon 100. And if we convert it into improper fraction, it would be 1 by 2. 1 whole and 1 by 2, and if we take it to its simplest form, it will be 3 by 2. Now, C part and D part, I leave it on you guys. Comment the right answer in the chat box, but I'll give you the right answer. 20% will be 0.2 in decimals, and in the simplest form, it would be 1 by 5. And with question number D. Question number D is 5%. So 5% in decimals will be 0.005. And in the simplest form, it will be 1 by 20%. 1 by 20. I hope this helps. The next part will be explained by Abhigya.
Everybody, welcome back to Learning Gen X. तो आज हम करने वाले हैं क्वेश्चन नंबर 7. I know you must be wondering कि अभी ना इमाद है ना गौरीशा. So my name is Abhigya and I'm gonna today explain question number 7 of exercise 8.2 of the lesson comparing quantities. तो अगर हम क्वेश्चन पे ध्यान दें, एक बार क्वेश्चन पढ़ते हैं. In a city, 30% are females, 40% are males, and remaining are children. What percent are children? तो ये हमारा सिंपल मैथ्स ही है कि 30% हमारे फीमेल्स हैं यहाँ पे और 40% हमारे मेल्स हैं. तो अब हमें सिंपल मैथ्स के हिसाब से पता है कि अगर हम सिंपल मैथ्स देखें तो 40 + 30 कितना होता है? 40 + 30 = 70. तो अब टोटल पॉपुलेशन को अगर हम 1 लेके चले और जैसे हमारा मंत्रा है 1 = 100%, जैसा आपको इमाद और गौरीशा ने पहले भी बताया होगा, तो हम 1 को 100% लेके चलेंगे तो 70% मेल और फीमेल टोटल कवर अप करती है, तो 100% में से अगर हम 70% में हटा दें तो हमारा फाइनल आंसर, मतलब इसमें ये जो 70% है इसमें मेल और फीमेल दोनों एक साथ ही कंक्लूड हो जाते हैं। तो 100 में से अगर अब हम 70 हटा दें तो सबको पता है सिंपल मैथ्स है। 2 सेकंड का टाइम दे दो, कैलकुलेट करिए। 1 2, आंसर आ गया होगा, आंसर है 30%। तो अब जैसा हमारा क्वेश्चन कहता है, रिमेनिंग आर चिल्ड्रन, व्हाट परसेंट आर चिल्ड्रन। तो अब हमारा आंसर आ चुका है। जब हमने पूरे होल में से फीमेल और मेल को माइनस कर दिया तो हमारा आंसर है जो है 30%। तो ये हमारा फाइनल आंसर है। क्वेश्चन नंबर 7 में मेरे साथ बनने के लिए शुक्रिया शुक्रिया। तो लर्निंग जेनिक्स में आज इतना ही, मिलते हैं अगले क्वेश्चन में।
क्वेश्चन नंबर 7 जो पहला स्टेटमेंट क्वेश्चन था इसका सही से समझाया है। तो अब देखते हैं, आउट ऑफ 15,000 वोटर्स इन अ कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी 60% वोटेड। सो यहाँ हमें ये बता रहा है कि 15,000 वोटर्स में से 60% लोगों ने वोट किया, 60% लोगों ने वोट किया। फाइंड द परसेंटेज ऑफ वोटर्स हु डिड नॉट वोट। अब उन 60%, 15,000 में से 60% ने वोट किया, वो जो बाकी बाकी बचे हैं उनका परसेंटेज निकाल के हमें बताइए। एंड कैन यू फाइंड हाउ मेनी एक्चुअली डिड नॉट वोट, मतलब अब हमें वैल्यू भी बताइए। ठीक है, तो दिस क्वेश्चन शुड बी प्रीटी इजी। Just this is one of just almost like this last one. So the first thing we're going to be writing is total number of voters in a constituency equals to 15. This is a statement question. तो guys statements में मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ 15,000. Next, percentage of people who voted in the election equals to 60%. अभी जो हमें क्वेश्चन दिया गया था अभी बस हमने उसका नॉर्मल चीजें वैल्यू लिखी है, जैसे कि 15,000 वोटर्स है कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी में, 60% ने उनमें से वोट किया। अब आगे हम इसमें जो लिखेंगे वो है मेन उसका काम। अब हम इसमें क्या लिखेंगे, आप ध्यान से गौर से देखिए। परसेंटेज ऑफ पीपल who voted in the election equals to 60%. 60%. सॉरी गाइस, मैंने एक ही चीज वापस लिख दी, who did not लिखना था, who did not, sorry guys, did not vote in the election equals to 100 minus 60. आप सोचिएगा मैंने यहाँ 100 क्यों डाला है ना, क्योंकि हमें पता है कि मंत्रा क्या है। मंत्रा क्या है गाइस, कि मंत्रा यही है हमारा मेन, कि जब भी हम ऐसा लिखेंगे तो हमारा हमेशा 101 का मैच रहेगा। जैसे कि आप देखिए, मैं इसको ये देखिए, ये हमारा इम्पोर्टेंट चीज है, ये आगे हमें काम आएगा। सो इसको अच्छे से ध्यान में रखिएगा। अब चलते हैं आगे वापस। सो अब ये लिखने के बाद हमें बस इसका यहाँ ही इसके नीचे वाले लाइन में हम लिख लेंगे 40%, क्योंकि हमने तो कैलकुलेट किया है ये। अब आप साइन डालेंगे, साइन मैं यूज नहीं कर रहा हूँ। अब ये जो है ये एक इम्पोर्टेंट चीज है जो हमारे को हमारे आंसर तक लीड करेगी। अब ये हो पहला क्वेश्चन का आंसर तो ये हो गया, फाइंड परसेंटेज ऑफ वोटर्स हु डिड नॉट वोट। कितने लोगों ने वोट नहीं किया, 40% लोगों ने नहीं वोट किया है। अब चलते हैं हम उसके दूसरे पॉइंट पे, टोटल नंबर ऑफ वोटर्स who did not voted in the election equals to 40% of 15,000. ये भी एक इम्पोर्टेंट चीज है, तो इसको भी हम आपके लिए अंडरलाइन कर देते हैं। ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है, ये याद रखिएगा, क्योंकि हम यहाँ कुछ लिख रहे हैं जो कि आगे यूज बहुत होगा। सो अब हम इसको जैसे अब यहाँ इज इक्वल टू का साइन 40/100 इंटू 15,000। 15,000 ये आ गया हमारा, ये इक्वल्स टू 0.4 इंटू 15,000। अब आप सोचोगे ऐसा क्यों हुआ है, क्योंकि यहाँ 40/100 था, तो अगर मैं इसे काट दिया और इसको भी हमने सिमिलरली काट दिया, इसको काटना भी तो डिवाइड हो जाएगा, अगर हम इसको काट दिया, चलो काट दिया, तो ये डिवाइड करने के बाद दिस वुड टर्न टू 0.4. So अब we're gonna just multiply these numbers. So 15,000 and 0.4. Just give me a second, guys. 6,000 voters. And the answer to the second part is 6,000 voters. So we are going to be writing therefore. I'll be writing it on all caps. Therefore, 6,000 voters did not vote. अब आप इस पे देखिए कि मैंने यहाँ क्या यूज किया। ये है हमारा पहला आंसर 40%, है ना, और ये हमारा सेकंड आंसर है ना, ये हमारा सेकंड आंसर है। तो ये जो दो चीजें हैं, इस चीज से मैंने ये निकाला, इस चीज से मैंने ये निकाला, तो इसको आपको यूज करना है। एंड देयर गोस क्वेश्चन नंबर 8 डाउन। सो अभी नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन आपको एक्सप्लेन करेंगी गौरीशा। सो ओवर टू गौरीशा।
Now I'm Gaurisha, and now we'll do question number 9. So the question number 9 says, Meeta saves 4,000 from her salary. If this is 10% of her salary, what is her salary? So Meeta saves rupees 4,000, and rupees 4,000 is 10% of her salary. So to solve this question, we can take salaries variable as x. So it would be 10 upon 100 multiplied by x is 4,000. If we cancel the zeros, we can cancel this zero. We can cancel this zero and this and this zero, which will give us x upon which will give us x upon 10 multiply x upon 10 equals to 4,000. If we take the 10 from from the left hand side of the question to the right hand side of the question, it will change its operation, and this will become 4,000 into 10, which is 40,000. Now we can see that x equals to 40,000. So we can easily say that 10% of, so therefore 10% of 10% of 40,000 is 4,000, and the salary and Meeta's salary is 4,000 rupees. 40,000 rupees. Now the next part will be solved by Abhigya.
Welcome back. It's Abhigya explaining again, but this time we are up with question number 10 of exercise 8.2 lesson comparing quantities. So here the question suggests, or we can see the question is, a local cricket team played 20 matches in one season. It won how much it won? It won 25% of them. Now I have pasted the question over here on my board also, so that you can see the question while I am doing it. So let us start with the question. So this question can be solved by two ways. One is the formula way and mantra, and one is by turning the key of your mind, or it's by common sense. So I will show you both the ways. So first let's start with the easier for the formula way. So it's easier for you to understand. Now we can see how total matches. So it's a statement question. So I'm gonna write statements below. Total matches it played. So you all can see above how much it is. It is 20. So now we're gonna write percentage of matches. Sorry for the caps. Percentage of matches it won. So what's the percentage? It's 25%. Now we have to calculate how many matches did they win. So you all must be remembering the mantra which we all are trying to make you remember from since the question number one. So I'm gonna start with the explanation. So 20 matches are the total matches they won, and 25%, which means 25%. You know how much is 25%? Is 25 by 100. So of 25 by 100 we'll use to in our formula. So to calculate the number of matches they actually won. So let's start. So 20 we'll use this like this 25 upon 100 and the number of matches they won. So they won 20 matches. So this will directly bring 25. We know 120 can cut out, so we'll cut them out. 120, 21s are 20 and 25s are 100. So which remains us with the fraction 25 upon 5. Now 25 and 5 can again be cut out, so our final fraction will be 5 upon 1. You know 5 ones are 5 and 5 fives are 25. So now we can see that the our answer it has come with just 5 matches. If you want, you can check it from the back of the book. So our answer is that they won. How many matches did they win? They won 5 matches. अब second way जो common sense का way है, I will tell you by that also. We all know they have won 20 matches. अब 20 matches का 50% we have to take out because just see this 20 matches. If we take out the 50% of it, how much is it? 50% means half. So 20, the 20 ka half 10. So we will write 10. Now 20 10. We have to take up for 25%. And in maths we know that 50 the 50% of the numeral number 50 is also 25. So in this case we'll also do again we have to do again we have to do 50%. So we know that the 50% of 20 is 10. So we'll write 10 ka 50%, which is 50%, and all we know, which means again the half of the number 10. So the answer will be 5. So this was the second common sense way. If you don't know, the faster way will be the formula way because it was just a coincidence of this question that we got such numbers that we can do it from common sense. When it comes to other numbers, please use the mantra which we all have been trying to teach you from like last 9 questions. So this is the explanation of question number 10, which is the last question of 8.2. I hope you like this video too. Subscribe to Learning Gen X. Thank you for watching the video.